5:30.
Yeah.
Hey there, this is Penny Rae Hawkins reporting for the In Crowd from Amityville Music Hall. I'm standing here with Michael from This Good Robot.
Hello.
Thank you so much for agreeing to talk with me today.
Oh.
I'm not even kidding. I've been a fan of your band for like almost 10
Thank
years.
you so much for listening.
Oh my!
Thank you for coming. And do you guys travel to get here?
We drove here from Bowling Green, Ohio.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding.
Why?
Because The Light Is Taking Me to Pieces is one of my favorite albums of all time.
Now there's all this extra pressure. Not suck tonight.
No, dude, I highly doubt it.
All right.
And actually, on the topic of The Light Is Taking Me to Pieces, I noticed actually because I'm also like a huge comic book fan, that it's a Watchmen reference. Yes.
Yes.
What other resources did you pull from for inspiration from that album?
Oh my God. Okay, so my favorite one is Super Spy. So that song is almost the exact retelling of Matt Kindt's story, Red Heine, from his book called Super Spy. And I read that story. It's like 8 pages long, and I read it, and within like a minute of reading that story, the chorus was written, and I was calling Andrew and being like, okay, well, this is what I need from you. And I actually, the plan was to shoot a video that would be exactly his story, and it just was never in the budget. We could never work it out in the end, but I still would love to do it if anybody's on board. He actually did give us his blessing. He was really cool about everything.
I love that.
Yeah, Matt Kindt's a really great guy. I own a lot of his art. He's a huge influence.
You said Matt Kindt.
Yeah.
Oh my God, sorry, I didn't register that at first.
Mind Management.
I was literally just about to say that Mind Management is one of my favorite comics.
I love it. It's one of my favorites. I actually own the cover of the first issue of that, the original art. Yeah, it's like this. He drew like 3 pieces, and they layer on top of each other, and then that's what you see on the cover. It's amazing.
That sounds amazing.
It's really, really cool.
So this is the first This Good Robot show in how long then? Like full band?
8 years, I think. Well, my daughter was able to come to it, and she was like 1 and didn't understand it. So I get it was probably like 8 years ago. And we were supposed to play, in December. It got canceled, and it was just like, so I have to get on stage. It was like this desperate, like I gotta do this. So we're here tonight.
Completely understandable. And when I saw the ad for the show, I was completely geeked.
Well, can I tell you why it happened?
Absolutely.
Okay. So Marvin Allister, who's over there, Machinery of the Human Heart. He sent me a letter. Can you just come over here? Come here.
Please.
Come on over. He sent me a message on Facebook, and I get these messages every once in a while, and it's really, really nice. He was basically like, I have an album coming out. I'd love to play show if you ever want to play a show. And I was like, I'm not really doing that. And then I listened to Marvin's record, and I was just like, oh my God. And just the most talented songwriter, unbelievable performer. And I was like, I have to play shows again so that I can play with Marvin. And that's what happened, honestly.
I love
and
that.
He kicked my ass back on stage. And that's why I was able to play his release show, and it was really, really cool. And look for the video. It's amazing.
No kidding. Thank you, Marvin.
Marvin's amazing.
I'd love to ask you a few questions when we're done here, if you have a minute. Yeah, sweet.
Thank you, Marvin.
Seriously, thank you, Marvin.
Everybody who cares about this owes you.
Do what you gotta do, man. Do what you gotta do.
Sorry, it's very tight over here.
Hey, I get it, man. So what was the process then of getting like the band back together?
So I announced those dates with Marvin, and because I've been trying to do it forever, and I was like, hey, if anybody wants to do this, I'd love to do it, And when I announced the dates with Marvin, one by one, everybody reached out, was like, yo, what's happening with this, and can I do it? And I was like, yeah, duh. Why is this a thing? And so, yeah, I'm excited. It's fun. We're all still really proud of the record, and we never meant to stop. So it was life gets in the way sometimes, and it's fun that it's been cool that people seem to care. That we announced it, and people were like, yeah, and it was like, oh, okay, cool. I was wondering. So yeah.
No, I'm not even trying to I guess like overly hype. You were like, oh my god, I'm such a fan, and not like, no, seriously, like that album was my favorite of 2015.
I really appreciate it.
Dude, I think actually, because I think one of my personal favorites was seeing how you changed Call the Police from how it was on the Human I Am EP versus how it appears on The Light.
Yeah.
This is just me geeking now. I just thought it was really cool the way
I would re-record that song again too if I had the chance. Like if I had a budget, I would re-record the whole album now, and like I would love to do that, but it's not. That's a bad idea. I think people want new music at this point. So I am demoing a little bit, and we'll see what happens.
I was actually going to ask if like what was going to be next on the agenda for This Good Robot, if there was an agenda.
Yeah, no, not as much of a plan as I'd like to admit, but we're demoing. It's all very expensive to do, and so we're trying to work it out logistically. Like, okay, well, we want to work with these producers, we want to do this, we want to, and we just have to get active again to be able to do it. And if people keep coming out and supporting us, and I know it sucks, but like, buy the merch. It helps. Like, it sucks, but like, it really helps. So, thisgoodrobot.com. Yeah. But if you want new music, though, honestly, it's the easiest way to make it happen.
Oh, absolutely.
Because if we can afford it, we'd be doing it. And right now, again, like I said, we've got a handful of demos that we're excited about, and we'll see what happens.
That is actually like insanely exciting.
Don't tell anybody. Though.
Oh, of course.
This isn't going on the internet.
No, totally, completely hush hush.
Okay, good. Seriously,
so I guess my next question is, what songs are you most excited to perform live tonight?
Well, so we're not playing any old songs. You're not going to know a single song tonight. Everybody's going to be really upset about it. It's going to be a real bummer. No, we're playing all the fun stuff. We're playing all the hits and shit. What am I most excited about? I'm excited to play the guitar tonight because I've never been good at that, and I'm still not good at it, but I've been putting in the time and the effort, and I'm trying to get better, and I'm having fun with it. And so I think any of those I'm excited about, and just excited to hang out with everybody. It's going to be fun.
I think so too. So my last question is, I've been telling like literally everyone here because I found out that This Good Robot is a Bill and Ted reference.
Yeah.
Which I love that. So I was wondering, given Bill and Ted's phone booth for one day, where would you go and who would you take?
Oh my God! See, questions like this are the worst. I would take my daughters and my wife. Jeez. I don't know. I'd go to the future, and I'd be excellent to each other. We can all be excellent to each other, because that's the goal, right? The original name was The Good Robot Us's. It got very confusing. Nobody understood the apostrophe. Apparently, there's another band called The Good Robot Us's now.
Are you kidding me?
So it was a good change. But everybody now thinks we're called Disco Robot. So I was thinking about like just doing an AKA situation where, fine, sure.
So there's no one you would like go back in time to like kidnap for your history project?
Who am I kidnapping for my history project? I don't even know. That's such a hard question to answer. No, I think I'd go to the future. I want to see what happens next. Past is great. I want to see what happens next.
I love that. Yeah. And that's all I've got for you today. Once again, thank you so much. Like, I am so insanely geeked.
I can't believe you guys came such a long way. And
oh, yeah.
Thank you. That's crazy. Dude, you have no idea how much we appreciate the support.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, I was literally thinking about, like, coming by, like, by myself, and then everyone was like, let's make it a road trip. And I was like, okay, yeah, totally. But no, I'm looking forward to the show tonight. And, this was Penny Rae Hawkins and Michael from This Good Robot for the In Crowd. Thank you so much.